So this is the knob page that controls your effects. That is FX unit 1 and 2. So the buttons and knobs, they're pretty straightforward. They do exactly what they say. This is your dry wet button. And notice how it is changing the dry wet levels on FX unit number 1. The next knob will affect knob 1, knob 2, knob 3. You cannot select group effects from here. You have to select them individually with the next knobs, as you can see right there. We are changing the effect on the top, auto bouncer. Let's change the next one, delay, and a little bit of iceberg right there. You let go of shift button, and now you can adjust the levels. The buttons on top, they do several things. They can turn on the effects. The buttons, they reset. Some of them have resets. And you can select from this screen whether you want a group effect or a single effect. Like this button right here, button number 3. If you press and hold shift, we are already on a group effect, so I will press it, nothing happens. But if I press the one to the left of it, it's a single, it will change the effects unit to a single effects unit. You cannot change to pattern player from here. For that, you will have to go to a different path page. So this only applies to group and single effects. So we are going to demonstrate this on deck B. So let's turn this into a group effect. So the next section, so this layout right here is for those that like to have a pattern player assigned to FX unit 1 and an FX unit to FX unit number 2. And right now, this is the perfect opportunity to show you how to switch from FX unit to pattern player. What you're gonna do is press shift and then this button right here, okay? As you can see, you have an FX unit on FX unit 1. Let's switch that to a pattern player by pressing and holding shift and then pressing the player button right there. And you just switched FX unit number 1 to pattern player number 1. We will leave FX unit number 2 as is. So we talked earlier a little bit about pattern players and we went over FX units. So let's move on to the next pages, which is all pattern players. And for this, we will turn FX unit number 2 into a pattern player the same way we did pattern player number 1. So press and hold shift and push this button. And you can do this for FX units number 3 and 4. And right now we only have, on the current layout, we only have 2 FX units. So we can change that. So now we have 4 FX units. FX units 1 and 2 are pattern players. 3 and 4 are FX units. And you can change that also. Like right there, we are on pattern players 3 and 4. We can make every FX unit a pattern player if that's what you want.